Welcome along to another week on the Brickcycle YouTube channel, Lego vlogs, and I've started early because I've ended up being really busy today. So normally I won't start the footage till Sunday or Monday, but I've decided to go ahead and start filming on Saturday afternoon because of what I'm doing. So I'm just going to spin the camera around and I'll give you a look. If you can hear that noise in the background, which I'm sure you can, you might have an idea of what I'm doing. Right, so in there, it's 2x4 bricks. It's just on a spin and drain. So I've done a video on this before, washing Lego in washing machine, sorry. It's on YouTube, it's about 2 years old I'd say now. So I'm not going to go into it too much, but in there there's probably 4 to 5 kilo of 2x4 bricks, and I've just noticed the bag's split, so that's going to be fun. Hopefully it's just the outer bag because I do double and triple bag them. So we'll find out in about 4 minutes when that's finished. I've already done one bag, which is here. That's also 2x4 bricks. So you can see the size of the hob, the size of the bag. So like I say, another 4 to 5 kilo in there, and I've still got more 2x4 bricks to do. So I'm just trying to get on top of it. And then I've also started with the hand washing of the larger base plates. And I'm going to leave them for an hour or so and then chuck them in a plastic tub to finish drying, or on a towel, and then I'm going to probably wash the 8x16 plates by hand as well. So the bag's out and it did rip, as you can see. Now, the eagle-eyed viewers amongst you may have noticed when I hesitated, because I noticed the rip, I saw something and I thought it looked like a little 2x2 radar dish that was brushing against the door as the washing machine was spinning. Turns out it was just a button that's obviously come off some washing that's been done yesterday. So luckily, even though the outer bag's split, or the outer two bags by the looks of it, all the inner bags are still intact. So this does happen for those of you that don't wash Lego in the washing machine. So I always buy sort of 5 or 6 packs of these bags at a time. You get a large one, which is this one, you get like a medium one, which is inside there, and then an even smaller one. So I'd say the medium one's probably 2/3 of that size, and then the small one's probably about half. So I always fill the smaller bags and keep the bigger bags for the outside, because if that would have only been one bag, then I'd have been currently picking lots of 2x4 bricks out, and you guys would have probably been having fun laughing at me for doing it like that. So, and yes, I learnt the hard way with that, and that's why I sort of double and triple bag everything. But you do go through a lot of bags. But it's luck of the draw. Did them earlier, fine. Funnily enough as well, this was a new packet, so this was a brand new bag. That's the first wash it's had, and it's ripped. And some of the bags inside were new as well, so that's possibly another new one that's ripped. But it happens, so they'll obviously go in the bin, not to be used again. I will check the condition of the other bags before reusing. Right, so as you can see, that's one of the bags that had a rip in, so that's a large size bag. And then inside the 2 large bags that ripped were these are medium bags. I know they're full, so it's not that easy to see. And then that's a small bag. So small, medium, and then obviously you've already seen large as well, but just trying to give you a bit of a size comparison there. So, and I'd say there's roughly around 2 kilo, probably about 1,000 2x4 bricks in there. So I've got the train again in there, and then in there, so if there's 1,000 or roughly 1,000 in a bag, there's about 4,000 there and there. And like I said, I've still got more. I wanted to wash them first before I colour sort, because when I colour sort I'll do my quality check, and if I end up with 10 kilo of this particular type of brick, I reckon at least 2 kilo will come out as damaged. So it's the joys of used Lego. Anyway, enough about washing and enough about being in the kitchen. I'll try and get on with something else now. Just one final bit, just so you can see the total. So that's both washers now combined together. So I've got 2 smaller bags, 3 medium bags. Obviously now it's only a single bag, you can really see the bricks in there. So yeah, so I need to work out if I'm going to wash any more. I'm not going to show any more washing, as I've just said, and then find somewhere to dry it all. It's now Monday morning, start of a new week technically, even though you've already seen me doing a bit on Saturday. So this is what we've got today. We've got 2 non-Lego items on eBay. We've got 3 sorry, I'm just moving that invoice. 3 on eBay that are Lego related. So we've got brand new and sealed, nice big boat, and some door frames and doors. So then on Bricklink, we've got a friends, mini dolls, heads, legs, hairs, torsos, and then we've got some small part orders. Slightly larger one there with some Looney Tunes minifigures and a Series 17 weightlifter. Moving on to Brick Owl, an instruction book, minifigure and headgear. A bit of a mix there. Small Technics order. Some more friends bits and pieces. And then this one is all them orders, all 4. Started off with 1 and added. That's the largest one going out on Brick Owl. Star Wars minifigs in there. And then we've got that one as well, but I'm missing the middle one there, 4 Eyes minifigure. Can't find it anywhere, so message the customer, waiting to hear back off them with regards to what to do. So I'm going to get this lot boxed up and all the labels done, and then I'm not sure what else they'll bring. I've got some other stuff I need to take care of today, and then tomorrow morning I'm out for something, so I'm not sure how much footage I'll get this week, but I'll keep doing bits and pieces when I can. So it's now Tuesday afternoon. As I've already said, I was away on other business this morning, non-Lego related stuff, so I've only just got in here. So it's gone 1 o'clock already. Good and bad. We've only got 3 orders, which is bad, but good. We've only got 3 orders, so I can get them out the door pretty quickly. So we've got this one, some new parts, some blackheads and some fencing, some masonry bricks, and then the used parts, bit of fencing and some blasters, a couple of other bits, scout trooper and a storm trooper. This next one is a Series 15 spaceman and a couple of parts looking like they're trying to make the spaceman complete. And then 30 2x4 tan bricks. That's on Brick Owl. The other 2 Bricklink. Went to the post office yesterday, the one that I'm having to use at the minute, to find out that they're shutting at 12 all week, which was really, good, because I didn't know that in advance. They didn't tell us that last week. So I had to go to a certain post box that's big enough to get large letters and some parcels in. By some parcels I mean if it's in like a padded envelope, jiffy bag type thing, they'll squeeze through. So I managed to get rid of all but 4 because they were proper boxes. So I've had to take them this morning, so I've nipped into a post office this morning just to get rid of them. So these are all second class so I'll either upgrade them to first and take them tomorrow, because then that way they're still on the same time frame, or I will do them as second class and get them out the door today. That's the preferred option, because obviously it don't cost me as much money to do it that way. So yeah, so I'm going to decide on that and get them done, and then I'm going to try and get these parts. I need to relocate them for one reason or another, so I'm just going to try and get them done, and then they're out of the way because they've been on the desk for too long. They're all the plates that I did the other day that I washed over the weekend at the start of this vlog on Saturday. So they're all now dry and ready to go into stock. There is, however, 5 dark bluish grey and 1 light bluish grey 16 by 16 missing, because I've used them for something I'm doing for the next lug meet, although it turns out I might not actually be able to get to that. I don't know yet, so we'll know near at time. Yeah, so if I'm doing anything different in a bit, I'll update you. I'm not sure how long I'm going to get in here today. Certainly going to get an hour, so we'll get these done, get that done, and then go from there. So the most expensive dog gate is working in full force today. Also, I don't think I mentioned the one I ordered from John Lewis. I think it was on last week's vlog, has now turned up as well. So I've now got 3 modular police stations ready to be parted out. So then when I do that, I need to replace my safety gate with something else. So I've decided to spend the last couple of hours working on videos. So I'm currently uploading, as you can see, a different kind of video that will have already gone out before this vlog. It's about buying a bulk lot on Facebook and showing how much profit was in it. Before that, I did last week's vlog, trying to get that out earlier. The last couple have gone out on Saturday, and I want to slowly bring that in a bit towards the start of the week, because I finish filming on sort of Saturday or Sunday, and I don't want to wait till the following Saturday to be getting them up. So I'm trying to bring that in a bit. So I think that one's going to go out maybe tomorrow or Thursday, or maybe even Friday, and then start pulling them in a day each week. So this one you're now watching will have got uploaded hopefully a day earlier than last week's, if that makes sense. So the first one was Saturday, the second one was Saturday, the third one will be possibly Friday, and then this one hopefully will have gone out on the Thursday. And I want to keep doing that so that I can finish filming on a Saturday and start uploading them on a Sunday, or finish filming on a Saturday and upload it on a Saturday, if that all makes sense, hopefully. Anyway, so if you haven't already watched them, go and have a look. I've also had 3 more orders come in, although 2 were for the same person. They placed 1 order and then sent the second one through, both on Bricklink, and then an additional one on Bricklink as well, but I'll show you them when I get around to them. I don't think that was the best explanation. Basically, I finish filming on a Saturday, and then it's the following Saturday it gets uploaded. That's how it's worked for the first 2. So I want to finish filming on a Saturday and get it uploaded that day or the next day. So basically you're not watching footage that's a week old. Hopefully that makes a bit more sense.
Wednesday morning now, and I've only got the 3 orders which I've already mentioned. So these are them. So we got a Panda, Friends mini doll hairpiece, and then 2 8x16 base plates there going out. These 2 are the same person, ordered twice, so they'll get a refund on the postage. So we've got a cat and a New York torso going out there. Minifigure, another minifigure parts, a few minifigure accessories, and then some 2x4, 1x2 tiles, 1x2 grills, and there's a bucket handle in there as well. That's it. So they're all picked, so I'll get them packed and shipped and move on to something else. orders are done, and I finally cleared those drawers that have been hanging around in here for ages that just needed relocating. Because however long I get today in here, I'm just going to spend it trying to deal with stuff that's lying about. So that was the first task. This lot is the next task, to quality check them and get them uploaded, and then we'll see what happens after that. So these are all now laid out and being quality checked. So obviously we've got all the plates, 16 by 16 plates, and then moving on to the old style fin bases there. 2 of the trans clear, which is nice that they're in decent condition. 1 16 by 32, a couple of the 8 by 16 bricks, a fin plate 8 by 16, still a bit damp that, well, still wet that one, so you can see it shining there. There were a couple at the bottom of the tub that they were all in that were still a bit damp. A couple of train bases and whatever this is. Lots of 8 by 16 plate, again a couple of them are a bit damp still, and then a couple of 32 by 32s, and these are the ones that failed. That's if you just look on that bottom line there, some damage, nasty mark on that one. That one's a bit chewed again if you look on the bottom line. Couple of middle east screen marks that have not come off. Same again, middle. That one's pretty obvious, that pink stuff. This one's just a bit bent. Condition wise it's alright, it's just got a bend in it, so excuse me. And then same with big one there, 48 by 48. So I'll just take them to next lug meet and just sell them, you know, cheap. If that's worth £1 normally, then I'll just sell it at 50p. Sell that for a couple of quid, it'll be of use to someone. It's generally what I do with stuff like that, and people tend to buy it, so it works well. They get something for cheap, and I get rid of something that's not good enough for Bricklink. So I'm going to make a brick store file for this lot. It's just a bit quicker than going back and forth between colours on Bricklink. Top one I've just noticed, just in the middle of the screen, you see that black mark? So that bright light blue one is also rejected. So I'll try to put them in sort of alphabetical colour order to make it easier for when I'm on here. So bright light yellow is first, which is that one, so add that. And bright green, add that. Sorry, I'm having to look at my plates at the same time. Dark tan, add that. Green, add that. Medium azure, add that. Then tan and white to finish. And there we go. Bright light yellow, bright green, dark tan, green, medium azure, tan and white. So quickly flick down that and do the quantities. So we've got one of them, 2, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Tan is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 white. And chuck some prices in. Bricklink's 6-month average. There we go. That's how quick it is when you're using Brickstore. Obviously I just need to home them and then put a location in. It'll be hopefully all in the same location, so again it'll just be highlight, set remark, type it in once and it'll do it for them all. So, but before I home them, I will move on to the next part and add all that. And don't worry, I'm not going to sit here showing you it all because it'll take ages, so I'll show you when it's done. So unfortunately a couple more items have failed. I'm obviously stood in a better light spot here. There's like some red pen just on that one there. Oh, there's also a mark there as well. Oh, that would probably come off. Yeah, it would. It's just a bit of dirt. It's not come off. And I've washed it, and then that's covered in some sort of sticker or tape residue. So again, try and throw them locally. So these are all on. Still need to do the train bases there. So let's just show you the value of what we've got. Not done this yet. So average 6 months. £90. That's not bad at all. A couple of them I will check. Like for example, that one, the Transclear. No, that's white. Oh, sorry, that one, Transclear. 16 by 16 base, and I'll probably check that can 32 by 32. So other than giving them all a location of where they're going to live, that's done. So that's the first file going on all the base plates. Other than the 2 train bases, I've not done them yet. So it's 63 items in 29 lots, just over £100. That's the first upload I've done in over a week. Been really slack with it. I've had limited time anyway, but it's not been getting enough done. And I think part of the reason is because of how messy it's going here. So just have a quick look where we're at. We've not dropped massively, but it has been quiet, so that's helped me. So, but I need to get uploading, so I need to tidy up so that I can actually work. So just like on here, these are bits that just need rehoming, or I need to find their homes, because I've found them when I've been picking orders and they shouldn't have been where they've been found. And there's all these 1x bricks with stickers on and printed bits from when I did them recently. So yeah, I just need a good tidy up and to keep working through this pile on here so that I can try and get these sets done. There's another 4 Friends sets behind there and 4 Harry Potter sets, and obviously my doggy gates, 3 of them to deal with. Plus lots of other sets that aren't in this room, but I just need to try and get tidy so I can get working again. So keep chipping away at it and we'll get there. So this is what I'm dealing with. I've just put 2 1x1 plates away, one white, one light bluish grey, and I just thought I'd go through one with you. So went for the 1x2 black plate. 379 is its location, which is there. So there's 5 in there, and I should have 5. So it's not come out of that. So then my issue is I don't know if it's new or used. I think the majority of this is new, but I don't 100% certain know. So have we got any used in black? Yes, we have. We should have 28 in 2266. If we can get to that. 2266 is there. So as they're mixed in with other colours, it took me a lot of time. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to add it to that. I know it weren't new, or I know I'm not missing one that's new, so I don't mind if I've now got one in there more than I should have, but at least I know I'm not short. And that's kind of the process I've got to do with this lot. There's a lot of paperwork that came off the desk there that needs to go in recycling. A few other bits and pieces there that need putting away, I don't know where they're going. So we'll deal with this lot. I've got a bag full of minifigure base stands that are waiting to be washed, so they need adding to that. The seats, chairs, I'll add them in stock. Still need to do, obviously I've already mentioned the 1x bricks, and then in this pot is basically, if we've done a set, me and my wife, and they're the spare parts, so they're all new, so they can be uploaded. But first task is this one. Just found my first real issue. So I had this one, Dark Azure 1x6 tile, and it was saying I had 2 in stock in here. And there was none in there, but however there were a medium Azure which wasn't listed in stock. So that was saying I had 2 of them, and I didn't. I only had 1, but then I gained a medium Azure, so I've obviously listed it wrong when I've done it. So that's now been rectified. So it's getting smaller. Sorted. Finally done it and got them out of my way. So these parts were either not in stock, which that wasn't at all, new or used. Same with that. That one I only had new and it looks used. Can't remember that one, probably not in stock. And then I had a new and the stock count was right. These do look new, but I haven't got them in used, so that lot will just go in as used, and then I know I can't send something out that's used. No, I can't send something out that's supposedly new when I don't know it is, so they'll all go in as used, if that makes sense. So I've done the parts, I've done the seats, so all that's left is the new bits and the 1x bricks. I've done the train bases, so it's already looking so much better on, well, just in this one area. So I'm well happy with that. And I think at some point later on I'm going to just check through those Minecraft sets and see if there's any on offer anywhere, because most of these are like low quantity, so there's only one of that set. And one of that one. So I'm going to check through them. If I can find some on offer, just buy some more, so I don't just have to part out one. Because obviously that bag's in the way as well. So next on agenda will probably be these 1x bricks, go through them. Any that are obviously not good enough condition, I'll go in scrap drawer and then upload whatever is good. And that'll just leave the new stuff. And then that's this little area done. And then it's just everything else. So obviously not all going to happen today or anytime soon, but I've just got to keep chipping away at it. Because I've just got tubs waiting for part out, waiting for part out, waiting for part out, with random set heads they need sorting. Some Unikitty minifigures that need uploading, torsos, more torsos, some legs, some skeletons, 1x2 bricks. Obviously, I've explained what's happening with them, so they need moving out of here. So yeah, we'll go from there. Right, the Minecraft stuff. This is only a small set, 211, 777. I've got 4 of them, so don't need any more of them. That's from 211, 6, but it's only bag 2. There's no bag 1, as you can see. So I'm not doing anything with them. That's not on offer. 21167 is not on offer, but then this one is 25% off at the minute on Amazon, and that one is on offer as well. Not a massive discount, but is on discount. So what I might do is pick 2 of these up just to make that up to 3, to make it more worthwhile. Probably leave that one for now and see if it goes on offer, or a better offer I should say, over the next few weeks, because obviously Prime Day is coming up in a couple of weeks. I think it's the 10th and 11th, so it might be better waiting for that then. It's not like I'm in a rush to get the parts in, I've got plenty of other stuff to do, it's just the more in the way than anything else. But it's not going to be the only one left. Obviously I can do that one. I could deal with that bag. If I order a couple of them, I can deal with that. This one I could just do, because I have got 2 of it, and there is an extra bag one from a third one, so that won't be that bad. It's just doing ones. I don't want to port one out, so I think that's what I'll do. I'll order a couple of them and leave the rest for now. So this is all the 1x bricks that were in that white pot. That's, I don't know what that's doing, so I need to look that up and check the stock. I don't know if that's just something that's been found and put in the wrong tub. So anyway, lots of 1x1 eyes, number 3, some orange juice, some milks, some yellow eyes. That was damaged. So there's that one. Obviously I need to go through and check for damage and whatnot, and if the stickers are no good or if they're wonky. So yeah, 1x1s, 1x3s, 1x4s, 1x6s, 1x8s, and 1x12s at the back. A few of them are decent. I think that's from the Hulk Brickhead. Like Captain America Brickhead, not sure. These aren't stickered, they're just 1x4s that obviously are trans clear, but they're not in great condition, so I'll go into scrap. So yeah, that's another one from a Brickhead. Recognise it but can't think who it is. All damaged. So quick flick through them to check quality, which will no doubt reduce the pile, and then I'll do a quick brick store file to get them out of the way. Right, so it's file's done, 37 items in 18 lots, grand total of £3.80. But that's all that's going in, just those ones. Those are just sticker quality's not good enough, or not there, it's really worn. That might be acceptable to some people, but I don't like it. Again, just worn there. You can see the black mark on it. Or if they're really close to edge or wonky or overlapping, look at the top right there, bring it to focus, it's just overlapping. I just don't like it. So if they're not being applied well, then they don't qualify. So that's all that's going in. 4 of them we've already got in stock, and the rest are new lots. So, but the main thing is clearing that desk. So I'm glad to get them out of the way. They're uploaded now. I've just been on Facebook and just had a quick neb on Marketplace, and there were a new listing for a load of PS4 Lego Dimensions stuff. Loads of minifigures, like 10 minutes away from my house. Massively underpriced at £25. Anyway, I've just messaged and they've said that they've got someone going at 12, which is in 20 minutes, and they'll let me know if they don't turn up. There's no way they're not turning up. We're talking Beetlejuice, Sonic, Gremlin, all sorts. Quite a big bundle, which is massively underpriced it. So yeah, with a bit of luck they'll not turn up, but I'm sure they will. So that'd have been a nice one to show everyone if I could have got that, but you win some, you lose some. Just had a break for an hour or so and had a bit of dinner. So now it's time for the next task. I should really finish what I were doing and clear those new parts in that pot, but I feel like that's going to take quite a bit of time because it's just random stuff, and that pot's not really in the way at the minute, whereas these that were piled up were more of a problem with the space they were taking. So these are all 1x2 bricks. They've all been washed, colour sorted, so it's just a case of going through and checking them. I don't know if you can see, it's quite a big colour difference on that top one, so that stands out to me as possibly a fake. Let's have a look. It's not. So maybe it's just sun damage, but you can really see it. So it's just going to be looking through one colour at a time, adding it to a brick store file. I don't think there'll be too many issues with this, because obviously quite small counts, but you know, when you get to the white, I'm sure you can see like that one there, and that one poking through there. There's obviously going to be a lot of them that are damaged and whatnot. So blues will be the same, and yellows. Again, you can see some bad ones. These have been through washer as well, as I've just said. So yeah, I'll make a start on this. So I've done 357 of the 1x2s in 32 different lots, which is, ignore them, so all the ones in the cups, those few there, and then these few. They're damaged, so they're no good. Still need to do that lot. Then over here, we've got 3 printed ones, which I need to deal with. And then these are a different variant. I've found that one. It's the one with the tube inside. But if you lay them out, you can see there's, I suppose it's like a colour discrepancy between some of them. For example, the top and the bottom one on that middle row. So now the second one down and the fourth one down. So I need to check through them, add them. And these ones are different again, because they have like a little white dot in the middle of them. And they don't have the tube, and there's also a couple of horizontal lines. So I need to look into them. So I'll do that in a minute. Get this lot put away. I've only got, I think it's 4 of them in stock. So we've got the bright light green, dark purple, dark turquoise, and trans bright green. So all the rest are new stock. Well, I've probably got some of them in new parts, but obviously adding to the lot count for used. So I'm going to home these, deal with them oddments, and then it's going to be that. It's now Thursday morning and the quietness continues. It is a bit worrying at the minute with how quiet it's been, but I have seen a few people on social media saying the same, that it's quiet. So it just reaffirms that I just need to get back to uploading. I'm really trying to increase the numbers. But I need it to be a bit tidier in here still, obviously. You've seen me yesterday or earlier in the video to you guys clear that area. I didn't get these done in the end, so I need to prioritise getting that lot done today, get that out of the way, and then see what else I can work on. I know next week I'm going to struggle for time because I've got a lot on next week, so I do need to push it as much as I can for the next few days before that. So anyway, today's orders. We've got one on eBay. We've got Anakin Skywalker. The last of my clocks. A couple of years ago I started collecting them, and then basically just ran out of room and thought it was more important that I had space for actually trying to sell Lego rather than collecting it in here. So I sold loads, and that's the last one that's been waiting to go. And then we've got this one on Bricklink. So that's pleasing because I only uploaded them yesterday, 8x16s as you saw. And what else did I notice on here? That blue violet. I did that yesterday afternoon. So yeah, so I'm going to get these dealt with and then move on to them and then see what happens. My post office was supposed to reopen today, but it's not. They've pushed it back to tomorrow, so that's slightly annoying, but it's only one more day. So I've got to go to the alternative one today, which shuts at 12, so it means the post office run will be done early today, so anything that comes in this afternoon will stay till tomorrow. So I'll update more in a bit. on a positive note, only having 2 orders to get out the door is really quick to pick and pack them. So time to get on with them. I don't think I've shown this before. When the Lego Insiders program was launched, there was a thing on their website where you could scan a brick to see if you won a prize. And I've seen people on Facebook saying it were working and some weren't. So I tried it randomly one day with a orange 2x4 brick, and it said I'd won something, and it were a digital download, and it was this spaceman, upside down spaceman. So I decided to put it as the background on this computer. So I just thought I'd show you that in case anyone wants to try it. So these are all the different 1x2 colours I've got left to do. So there's 14 in total, and I've only got 2 of them already in stock, which is blue and lime. So at least there's 12 new lots going in, and it makes it easy. I don't have to keep relocating stuff because obviously I've got large quantities of most of these, so hopefully should be a quick process. Just a little update, they're all counted, homed, etc. Just got blues to do, and then black and white. Little pile of fake, pile of damaged, and then missed sorts. So what I'm doing with larger quantities, so basically sort of red, because there's 2 red, yellow and light bluish grey, then blue, black and white. As I do this, if I see any that are instantly damaged, they go out. And generally, if there's a tooth mark on one side, it'll be on the other side, because obviously when you put something in your mouth and you press down, if there's not something on holding the bottom side, so here we go, this has got tooth marks. I'm confident there's going to be some on the other side, and there is, because you can't really create a tooth mark on one side without doing it on the other side. So obviously it'd take an age for me to sit here, stand here, and like do that on every single brick. So what I'm doing is I do it like that, pull them out, I'll count them up, and if there's 120 there, I'll probably put 110 in stock, so that I've got, they will all go in the drawer, but there'll be an extra 10 in there for if there's any that I've missed. So for example, on the red, because there were so many of the red, there were 260 red, and I've put 225 in my inventory, but there is 260 there, so there's 35 spare for any that might be damaged that I've missed. So I just find it easier to do it that way and quicker. And there'll not be that many I've missed. Obviously, as I'm counting, when I slide them off table into my hand, I'll see a couple more and I'll get them out. And now while I'm talking to you guys, I'm spotting a couple. So yeah, so I'm gonna get these done, get them done. Not looking forward to white, because there's gonna be a lot that come out of that, but it's got to be done. Right, so I've just counted and blew up, and as I've done it, all them I've noticed have got damage. So they go on the scrap pile, and that's left me with 217. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, because it's blue and they are really easily damaged, there's another one there, so that takes me down to 216. I'm going to put 190 in stock on there. I need to grab them out of that one, so I've already got some in stock. 658. Yeah, there we are. So we'll chuck them in there and do it. Yep. And just change that location. 2485. Drill back. So obviously there's more in there, so the reason for that is, like I say, I will have missed some, so when I come to pick someone, if someone orders just 2, then I can quickly look at them properly and make sure they're all right. So I don't just go in blind and pick out what they want and send them out. I will obviously give them a close inspection and make sure that I'm happy with the quality of the ones that are going out. But by putting more in stock than what I've got,
it allows me to have a load of damaged ones. You know, there's one there. I just think it's quicker to do it that way, because it's unlikely someone will order all of them, and if I do, I will send them all so that any that are damaged, they've got more to replace the damaged ones, if that makes sense. So I'd be interested to know how other people do this, on other Bricklink sellers do it, because surely you don't sit there and with large quantities and check every single part. I mean, even if you do spend a bit more time than I'm doing, you're still going to miss odd one because it's used Lego. I don't like that one. That looks like it's got a bit of sun damage. Anyway, enough about blue bricks. Time for black and white. So I'm on the final colour, which is obviously white. I hate dealing with white used. That's what I've took out of it so far. A few missed sorts. But it's how far do you go with white, because I mean, some of them, I don't know if you can tell on camera, are really discoloured. But then there's just so much differences in some of them with the shade of white. Really hard to pick it up on here, but I'm sure most of you will be aware of what used white Lego can be like. So it's just how far do you take it. Obviously I don't want to take every single part out, because I'm sure most people understand when they're buying used Lego that there is going to be a slight variation in the whiteness. But then you're always going to risk that one person that's like, these aren't white enough. And I suppose if that's the case, should you be buying used white? Or should you just buy new? It's a difficult one. I think it's a bit of a dodgy area when it comes to white. I get really picky with it because I don't want that negative comeback on it. I think I've got the worst of it out. It says, and then finds two more. I think you can see a bit on there, can't you? Looking in this area, them two or three there don't quite look as pure as those two. Well, I could spend all day, by the time I'm done I'd be left with only a handful of bricks. So anyway, I'm going to get these counted up and then that's this job done. All the white's done. There's 475, so I'm going to put in stock. I'm going to leave myself a bit of room with these because they're so dodgy. I'm going to go 425, so that leaves me 50 for any that I've missed. And they're in 2, 4, 8, 7 and 2, 4, 8, 8. Right, so that gives me 2,087 items, only 83 quid. But it's a nice boost of parts. I've just realised that Bricklink isn't open. That's that. Back to Brickstore. So everything's located in it. Yep. File, export, mass upload, consolidate, new prices, new marks, paste. Load file. Let's have a quick look at where we're at. Visit store. And down here. So we're back over 260,000. That's roughly as high as we've been. Not been much higher than that. And 10,016 lots. That might be the highest lot count we've had so far. So that's good. So happy about that. So I'm going to get them away get them away, get that in my scrap pot, which is that one there, just getting full. But then that one that says base plates is also scrap as well. Check quality of them and see if any of them are good enough to be uploaded, and if they are, I need to do that. And that's the 1x bricks done. So then it's time to decide what to do next. It's now Friday morning and we're rounding off what's been a pretty quiet week. Just got one order on Bricklink. It's just under £20, so it's not a bad order at all. We've got some used parts here, 4 mini dolls there, and then some new parts including a lion there. On eBay we've got one non-Lego item and one Series 15 Kendo fighter going out, and that's a lot. So I'm gonna get this packaged up and then find something to do. So in a previous vlog you'll have seen me dismantling one of these that I'd found in a bulk lot, and I knew it weren't complete. I didn't think there were much missing, but because of the, I'm guessing it's an alternative build, all the Azure ones should be 600 and something, and I literally had 2 for the eyes. So anyway, it's roughly around 3,300 parts, and I'm missing about 1,000, but like 600 of them are that colour. And then the rest of the tiles, I was only 1 out in the magenta, but then I was like 50 out in some of the others. And a lot of the black pieces that help make up the base or the frame, whatever you want to call it, weren't there. Like none of the tiles were there except for the signature tile. So anyway, we've ended up with 2,283 parts. Got a few of them in stock, so we've got the Technic pins, the 1x8 and the 1x4. So that's what we've got going in. So just need to home them and then upload it. So that's all been homed. Location remarks in there, so it's just a case of exporting it. Or just before I do, actually, 2,283 items, £111. Not bad out of a 10 kilo box. That cost me less than that. That one. So consolidate. Typical. Get rid of that. New pricing, new remarks, paste my file, verify my file. All looks good. There's the numbers. Upload. So not brilliant for lot count, but something that needed doing. Something that I needed to get out of my way. And a decent boost in terms of numbers. Seems to be on a bit of a go slow this morning, this. So 262,688, still over 10,000 lots, but I guess because we only had one order, that was never going to be a problem. Right, on to the next thing. So at the start of this vlog you saw me washing a load of 2x4s. So I've already spent a bit of time colour sorting some of them, and this is what's left, or what was left. You can see light grey and light bluish grey, tan, to a white, dark grey and dark bluish grey, and lime. This is what's left. They're just mist sorts, and they're damaged ones that I'm noticing. I'm not checking every brick as such, I'm just, if I notice it I pull it out. I'll check every brick in more detail when I do an individual colour at the end of the process. So I'll get this finished and then show you the full quantities. And they're all colour sorted, as you can see. So in this one, they're just like oddments. So obviously there's only 3 of the sand green and 1 of the olive green, etc, etc. So they're just in there. Smaller quantities,
bright light yellow, medium azure, dark green, dark red, dark purple, transclear, and medium lavender in those. Not many medium blue or dark azure, dark tan, orange, a few more of them, dark pink, dark grey and dark bluish grey, light grey and light bluish grey, lime at the back, lots of white, although a lot of that will be pulled out because it won't be good enough quality. Reddish brown and brown, quite a few of them in there as well, which obviously need removing. Tan, then big bag blue, some damaged ones in there you might be spotting. Big same size bag of yellow, black, red, plus a bit extra on the red, and then roughly just over half of one of these bags in green. And I've still got more because I've not finished sorting the 2x yet, so question is now, do I work on this lot and get it into the store, or do I finish the sort, wash the rest of the 2x4s and upload it all at the same time? There's not loads left to sort, so if I'm honest, I'm leaning towards doing it that way. So I'll probably bag this lot up and then move it out of here and try and get that sorting done later today or over the weekend. Right, it's all now bagged, as you can see. I've decided I'm definitely going to do the rest of the sort first before uploading, and the reason is that's my biggest tub. Now, as you can see, there's no way they'll all fit in there. And yeah, there'll be a lot to pull out that'll be damaged, but I still think there'll be far too many. So for smaller colours, that won't be a problem because I have got other storage, obviously, that's empty that'll fit in. It's the big, so the red, the black, the yellow, the blue, the white, green, possibly tan, that are going to be a problem. So I have got an idea of what I'm going to do, which I've had for a while. Sorry, just trying to put this tub back. I want to clear those bottom two shelves off, except for the tubs, those tubs. Put more of those tubs there, and the bottom shelf maybe get, I don't know, 6 or 8 bigger containers. Depends what fits. And ultimately that shelf will be getting emptied. They're just minifigures that need working on. That one tub is empty, and then those will get condensed down or into the wall. So that would give me 3 shelves if I can do that. So obviously if I finish the sort, I've got to wash them, and then it takes, you know, a few days for them to dry, or at least a day depending on the quantity. So it gives me a bit of time to try and work out the way forward. I've known like this were going to be a problem for a while. I've just, obviously because I've not got to this stage, I've not needed to do anything about it. So I need to work out what I'm going to do. So it's Friday afternoon now. I've just got back from the post office. My normal one is back open as of today. It should have been yesterday, but it was delayed. So I've just been and had a look at that. So that's good that that's back open because it's a lot closer to home. So it should normally save me a bit of time, although today it was really busy, so still took a while, but never mind. I've cleared all the 2x4s away for now, and I don't know if you can hear it washer in the background. That's got 2x2s in, and I'm hopefully going to finish sorting the rest of the 2x bricks over the weekend. I've just had a small-ish Bricklink order come in, but obviously I've already been to the post office, so that'll wait now until tomorrow or Monday. I've got a really busy week next week, so I think it should be a shorter vlog because I'm aware this one's been quite long. I reckon it's up to just over an hour at the minute, so I'm going to leave it there for this week. And if I do anything
tomorrow or Sunday. I might start with that for next week, because like I say, I'm so busy next week, I'm going to struggle with footage, but I'm sure I'll be able to still get a bit for you guys. So thanks for watching. As always, give us a like, give us a subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be massively appreciated, as I really want to try and grow and see what I can do with this. Any comments, questions, put them down below as normal, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.